All right, Gainesville is another one like that Tallahassee word that's not a good one to say too many times around here, but we're going to do it right here because there's a wide receiver that is now going to wear the orange and the green of Miami, even though he's got Gainesville next to his hometown. That's, of course, Mr. Quan Lee.
Yes. It's kind of been in the works for a while. And you talk about a couple weeks ago, Mark, I was here and very excited. And you asked me a simple question. Who is going to be the next commitment to the University of Miami? My answer to you was Isaiah Bond. Now, I turned out to be wrong, and I'll be wrong again. Hopefully, I live 100 years, and I'll be wrong plenty of times. But recruiting has a funny way of doing that. So you do have someone who you're all in. You do have someone that you're very excited for them to be a part of your program. And sometimes it doesn't work out, especially when you're in the foundation process of building a program. You really have to get young men to buy into having foresight in what we can be as the University of Miami. And Isaiah Bond went with a program in the University of Florida who's ahead of us right now. Can't have any bad feelings towards the young man. Hopefully you go ahead and have a really good career. And even if he still keep a good relationship with him, because you never know if the young man is going to put pen to paper and sign with the University of Florida. But the University of Miami went in a different direction. And we went after Quan Lee. Now, Quan Lee is like a 5'11", 6 foot, 175-pound track guy. Okay, he has I think it's 11.16 and a 110, 100-meter dash. So something I've never gotten that fast, Mark. I'd never be that fast. He's kind of moving. You watch his film. He had over 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns last season. He has jets. He can fly. Okay, and team speed is something that Miami used to have always had. You knew a couple things when you watched the University of Miami for the last 30 years. The wide receivers were going to be probably amongst the best group in college football. They were going to have a very tenacious defense, mostly a defensive tackle, linebacker, and safety. The corners and DNs were kind of, they're going to be good players, but you expected a big arm QB, a really good running back, and some blazing wide receivers. And a lot of those things you haven't been able to say about the University of Miami football program. But adding Quan Lee adds to the team speed that we need to be able to separate at the next level. I mean, to be honest with you, Mark, a lot of the big problems is some guys have been fast going straight. Some guys are kind of just east and west people. You got to be able to have a little bit of that balance and mix that speed with being able to stop and route run. Now, when you watch Quan Lee, a lot of his stuff are ace jets and bombs and posts. So the route running may be something that we'll have to work on and build with him. And I trust Coach Rob Likens to be able to do that, or whoever the future Miami Hurricanes wide receiver coach will be, to be able to implement being able to move fast, break down, and change the direction, which is something very important at the wide receiver position. But I'm excited for what Quan Lee can bring to the table. I think you talk about a blazer. You talk about someone who can play. You can be your number 2 or your slot. I think he adds a little bit more to you as a slot guy going up against nickels and safeties, as opposed to being on the outside. But I don't want to limit the young man and what he can be and what he can do. But as of right now, I think that's the place where he can really help you out. I don't know if he's a punt kick return guy at this level just yet, but he does still have a senior season to go through, and maybe being committed to Miami this early he's going to want to add a lot more to his film to bring to the table to get on the field as soon as possible at the University of Miami. So I really like it. I'm happy about it. He brings a smile to my face. We're happy to get our second commitment. This staff has been very, very particular in who they extend committable offers to and who they accept commitments from. So they see something that he can bring to this table. I see something. Our fans see something. So I think it'll be a great lineup. And Quan Lee, welcome to the U, buddy.